Okay, and we are back. Sorry about that. I'm going to wait, Sarah, to hear from you in the chat. And when you are back in the chat, we will continue our journey. We're going to... My goal, now that we've killed the dragon, is to get into Breeze Home, get settled in, and then we might cut the stream for a little while because I want to hang out with Grandma Jackie. But I know this time is really important to me, too, to be able to spend with you. And if you're enjoying it, I really think this is a cool format for us to hang out in. So just send a message in the chat when you get back up, and we'll continue our journey as Dragonborn, as Bellegrim. And there you are. Awesome. Cool. All right. So dragon is dead. We've got everything that we need from the dragon's corpse. Oh, there's a dead guard. Got some. Yep. Go right through. Will you say hi to Sarah?
Hi, Sarah.
With your face. Did you look very pretty today?
But I haven't done my hair yet. It's all gross.
No, it looks pretty.
Wait. Hey, Sarah. You don't like that angle of my face? It makes my face look fat.
You do not have a fat face. You married into a family of fatheads.
Did not?
You did.
Your mom doesn't have a fat head.
Mom, do you have a fat head?
Do I have a fat head?
Yeah.
I have a fat head.
Must be, okay. Oh, there's the shout!
He said you married into a family of fat heads. Your mom doesn't have a fat head.
Okay. Sarah says you don't have a fat face, Jen. Alright, so we are back in Whiterun, and we're gonna have our victory party with the Jarl, and we're gonna go ahead and buy Breeze Home and get set up there. Set up shop and meet our BFF, the greatest warrior in the history of Skyrim, Lydia. Look at how fast we are! Okay, so I'm big about this. Again, you know, there are some immersion elements that I like. I'm going to go ahead and put my bow up as I sprint through Whiterun. I don't want anybody to think I'm going to shoot them. We enter Dragon's Reach to go talk to the Jarl. Sarah, do you feel okay with the mods that we put in here? Just based on what you're seeing in the gameplay? Really? Who is your follower of choice, Sarah?
Good. You're finally here.
Here's Preventus. We're going to go ahead and purchase Breeze Home.
There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here's the key.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and decorate out the home.
Of course. Now.
We're going to make all the improvements. The lab.
Is there anything else you like? Very well.
The loft decorations.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Dining room decorations.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Bedroom furnishings.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Living room
Is there
furnishings.
anything else you'd like to purchase?
Kitchen furnishings.
I'll make the arrangements. Next time you visit your house,
I don't necessarily think that we need to do the children's piece of it. That's not, you know, maybe when we get to a place where we feel really, really comfortable and we get further on, we'll replace the alchemy lab with a child's room, or we can do that in one of our bigger houses. Back when I first originally played, I had a family house.
what else could it mean?
Well, I didn't come across it honestly, Sarah, but then again, neither have you.
We would. Just talking about it. My brother needs a word with you. So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Okay, so turns out I'm a Dragonborn.
What do you know about the Dragonborn? Not just the men. The Greybeards seem to think the same.
Well, that's a big part of the game, is stealing and killing.
Masters of the way of the voice.
The throat of the world.
Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted.
If you really are Dragonborn,
Didn't you hear the thundering
they can
sounds as you
teach you
returned to
how to use
Whiterun?
your gift.
That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tibeseptin himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does
Calm down,
a
Rungar.
great service for me and my city.
Let's get our reward here from Jarl
I name
Balgruuf.
you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal house guard.
Woo-hoo! We got
I'll be
Lydia!
smitten from my armory to serve as your badge of office.
Stealing is fun.
I'll also notify my guard
In the
your
game.
title.
In the game.
Wouldn't want them
Not
to think
teaching
you're part
our
of a
daughter
common
to steal.
rabble, now
I
would
know
you?
that.
We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn.
Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, dragon.
Calm down, Preventus.
No nonsense. Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Rongar, don't be so hard on Avenich.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
You know,
That's the Greybeards.
that's typical. Typical patriarchy. Treating a woman like,
Jarl has appointed me
there's
to be your house
Lydia!
guard. It's an honor to serve you. Lead the way.
Okay, so we're gonna deck out Lydia here with some
Still
gear.
here. I am at your command.
Let's get Lydia some good stuff. Let's take her steel sword, her hunting bow, and we're gonna outfit her with some really bad stuff here. So, you know, I'm fast, I'm distance, we want Lydia to be up close. So let's go through and look at our weapons and armor. So we'll start with apparel. That's pretty cool looking. Enemies who strike you with melee attack have a small chance of being paralyzed. That's cool. And all these are as deal. See, we've got some amulets for her here. Amulet of Bats. That's only if she's a vampire, and she is not as of yet. Supernatural reflexes. Let's see. Blackguard's armor. So we don't need her to be stealthy. Boots of the Fallen Knight. When taking damage, has a chance to call upon a Dragon of Valor and improve the wearer's strength. That's pretty cool. Let's start there. Give her those. We've got some more rings of carry weight. Now that's actually important for Lydia to wear because we can stack more stuff on her just if we want to keep our inventories separate.
It's her job to carry your burden.
That's right. It is. Thank you, Jen. It is her job to carry our burdens. We could give Lydia a cheat ring and make her a god. Chestplate of the Fallen Knight. Your unrelenting foreshout does more damage, and using all 3 words may disintegrate enemies. Okay, so that's not necessarily going to be a Lydia gear set, so I'm going to take these Boots of the Falling Knight back, because we may have some fun with that later. And we're going to go back. Cicero's clothes. Some cool stuff. Dawn Guard armor. That may look pretty cool on her. Deathbrand armor. This is all Stalrim gear. Increases your carrying capacity by 10. When dual wielding, your one-hand attacks do so. She's not going to dual wield. Gives her water breathing. So this is cool. All the things that we're not doing with our current build, we can go ahead and give to Lydia. But I want her to be just a big tank. Yes, a Deathbrand. Yeah, those were the ones here. They give you dual wield, water breathing, but it doesn't seem to be melee focused, and we really want Lydia to be up close and personal so we can stand back and hit folks with our arrows. Here's the Guildmaster set. I know you're familiar with that one, Sarah. We can give her a Ring of Health, and as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to give her.
I can always go to the store, Jen. I got nothing else to do.
I'm gonna take away the ring and carry weight, so she has to wield the health one. because I don't want Lydia to die on me, which tends to happen if we. If we go and, you know, we're playing in hard mode. So, you know, just to keep Lydia from dying, we'll do that. Back down, we were around here. General Tullius's armor, Guildmaster, Helmet of the Old God. So that's more of a set where it's like a light armor set. Concrete, when health is low, has a chance to heal wearer and damage all nearby enemies, and that's heavy armor. Let's go ahead and, yeah, the health perk is one of her bad, yeah. So we're going to give her Conakric. She already looks pretty cool. That's going to keep her alive. Linway's armor is all light armor, nothing we really want there. Mirak is Magicka, all Mirak stuff is Magicka. Morag Tong, Movarth's boots, Mythic Dawn robes, Nightingale armor, Utar. The Penance's Oculus set is cool looking, but it's not, it's light armor and it's not great in terms of, that would take her head spot. It's not really great in terms of, melee combat. We're going to skip all the rings. We have that ring of health on her. That's what we want. Shrouded armor. Again, all light armor here. Spellbreaker. When blocking, creates a word that protects against spells for up to 50 points. That's a great shield for her to have. We'll give her that shield. Lots of robes. Hello, MSOK7. I don't know who you are, but welcome. We have children on the stream, so keep it clean, please. Let's see. Increases your stamina by 60 points. Allows wearer to release Breath of Nchok, which is a powerful steam attack. That is a dwarven helm. Let's see. Okay. So I think we're just going to do the wolf armor, the wolf boots, and the wolf gauntlet because it's probably going to look pretty cool. But I don't necessarily see anything else that's going to look great on her. Let me go in here and just make sure that she's wielding the things that we want her to wield. Okay, so she's not wearing the wolf armor. I don't know why. She's not wearing any of these things. We're going to give them to her, and hopefully she'll equip them at some point. If not, we can always... So, you know, one of the things that we might do is go on there and see if we can craft some armor for her. And MSOK7 dropped off. That's just going to happen from time to time. You're going to get people who go on YouTube and try to scam people. You know, usually just telling them, hey, listen, don't mess with me right now. Kids are on. We'll get them to stop. Which is true. Okay, so here's Bree's home. This is our first house. And so we're going to go ahead and start breaking down some of our inventory. So a good place to do that, you know, depending on what you've got, you can... Sweetie, I've not had the chance to get on there and sell turnips yet. So what I'm willing to do is, if your turnips do go bad and I can't do it today because I'm busy, you can, however much you would have made in turnips, I can give you. You can just take from my bank. Is that fair? Okay. All right. So I want the actual weapons and armor that we use to go in one place. I want all of our cheat items to go into another. So I think this is Lydia's room. We might make this the dresser of cheating. So we're going to go ahead and go in here and take all of these things. Although it may be good. Well, no, let's just go ahead and put everything up here. got some pretty cool cheats though, and I think, you know, when you think about these things in terms of, you know, we're not using it to necessarily. Yeah. I think that's probably good. And again, you know, I don't really play. I got Animal Crossing for you and your sister. I don't really play it that much. So if you want to, if you want to take some of my money, I'm not using it a ton. All Standing Stones is kind of a cheat.
Because that's how Kevin and I live. I mean, we'll eat a dinner, a lunch, and a dinner together, and we'll go like 3 o'clock, and we're home by 5. That's what I'm trying to.
Okay, so we're gonna leave all that there for now. So for these weapon plaques, let's find weapons that we really want to use throughout the game, that we might switch off too often. This looks pretty cool. The Zakari Dodovakine. Let's go ahead and equip that and then activate the weapon plaque. Oh, messed it up. Okay, try it again. Okay, so now let's go in here and we're going to drop, let's say, our magic items in here. So anything that focuses on magical spells or magical items, we'll go ahead and put in here. So things like this ethereal staff, we'll go ahead and store that in there. I'm keeping all of my arrows on me. I know it's a big list and it clutters things up, but I just think keeping the arrows on me for situations is probably good. These are all. Okay, Dragon Priest staff. So I'm just cutting through all the melee stuff, and making sure that we are keeping those on us and putting away all of the magic stuff. Yes, I can. So if you want to go, what I'm going to do for the rest of the stream, if you do want to watch it, is I'm going to continue to fill out Breeze Home. And I'll probably stop at the end of that. But I love you and have a great day, okay? We'll talk to you soon. Bye, sweetie. Okay, so I'm going to continue to talk. We've got 2 viewers here, so whoever the second viewer is, welcome. You are here to hang. You are allowed to, and more than welcome to hang out with us as best you want. I'm doing this stream for my daughter, who really likes Skyrim, and she spends a lot of time with her mom in Atlanta. So this is a neat way for me to be able to communicate with her, since I also like Skyrim, you know, she can watch these videos whenever she feels like she needs a little attention from Dad. So we're going to go through here. What I'm doing right now is we have run some cheats. We've done some mods, and I want to get all of the inventory out of my system so we can kind of play it clean, but we have access to these things. We have access to the cheats and mods when we want to. Okay, Lydia, get out the way. So it doesn't look like she's taking that wolf armor, which is kind of a bummer. I'd like to see her in that, but you know, she's not going to take it. We will put something else in there. And it seems, I mean, it wasn't like, you know, game-breaking armor or anything. So we just had, okay, we had the level swords we were going to put in here. So these level swords are used in conjunction with the, I think it's the, I forget, it's the armory one. If you go search the mods, it's the very first one. It's his armory, and you can use those leveling swords to level up. That's how I got to level 74. So Mirok's staff, that's going to go in our magic cupboard here.
Hey, when we're going to get our shot?
We're going to go all the way down to M.
No, she told her yesterday she was getting it. She told him absolutely not. So I don't think that's, I don't think she's ever going to say
We're gonna store that. Sanguine Rose, that's a pretty fun weapon. Sild Staff. Skull of Corruption. I don't go in there. Okay, cool. These are more cheats, the spawn staffs, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in the cheat dresser.
And it looks like Sean's writing, and you know what it is? It's carrots, peels, and boiled, and then he mushes it up and adds 2 big peels for the spicy honey dressing. Does that sound weird? Should we save that for him?
Scrolling all the way back down here.
Looks like his writing.
So Sarah, if you're rejoining at some point later on, I'll tell you, you know, that's all this that's all this stream is going to be, because it's going to take me a while to finish this up. I'm going to continue to stream it if you do want to kind of go back and see where everything is. You know, if you decide to play on this file later, we're going to store all these. This is a cool thing. So you can spawn a vendor. You spawn in a random NPC. You know what? Those might have been...
I got the chicken tortilla soup out if you guys want some.
Chicken tortilla soup. So, those might have been arrows. And I might, you know, I might go back and keep those on me. I don't know. Okay, so we're back to magic weapons. We're going to go into our magic cupboard. Really think it makes a lot of sense to go through and, you know, assign all of these cupboards. It's just for, it's for quality of life and for your inventory. It'll drive you crazy going through. I mean, that's just a lot of arrows. So, you know, if I'm out in a battle, I don't want to have to scroll through that much.
Unfortunately, I always wished I did like to read, but you know, nobody ever forced reading on me. I just never.
The Wabajack, what a great weapon here. And so I think that's it in terms of weapons. We will put our armor in, or we'll do our actual normal everyday kind of weaponry in here. So now that we've got that, Aegis Bane will go in there. Now all these are special weapons because that's, you know, what we were looking at. So and then we'll keep one of these weapons aside. To use just for adventuring. So Axe of Whiterun, Balgr, we don't want two-hander. Blade of Woe. Let's hang on to these 2 daggers, because if we are out and you know, want to do some stealth, we'll have that. So Blood Scythe, that goes with Soul Render, and we don't really want to carry 2 melee weapons. Blood Skull Blade, that looks pretty good. Blood Thorn, if target dies within 3 seconds, it fills a soul gem. That's fun. Bolar's Oath Blade, creatures, and that's a pretty good one there. Bow of the Hunt, we don't need that. Briarheart Geist, don't need that. Chill Rend is just a fun sword. I think we're gonna keep Chill Rend. That'll be our main bow, our main weapon. So we can get rid of just about everything else. Dawnbreaker's cool too. You know what? We're gonna get rid of Chill Rend. We're gonna keep Dawnbreaker. I just like the look of it. Dragonbane, put that up. Put up this. Dwarven Black Bow of Fate, we'll put that away.
Yeah, but she used she wrote the recipe. You know, Nanny was very strict with me, so she cut up the card.
So we aren't using arrows, or we're not using crossbows, so we can go ahead and put our bolts away too. Perennial's End. Put that away. Freeze Rend. It's a cool looking bow. Yeah, we're gonna get interrupted here for just a second. No, Sarah is off, but she's gonna watch the stream later.
This is a card that your dad gave to your grandfather that your grandmother then repurposed for a recipe card later.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, we got to bring this to him when we see him on Sunday.
We do?
Yeah, it's well. I mean, that's going to mean more to Dad.
I know.
It means a lot to me, but it'll mean more to Dad. Let's see. Grim Sever. Put that up. Harkon Sword. Herebane's Courage. That looks like it's just based off of a elven weapon.
Yeah. This is a recipe Sean created.
Oh man.
Carrot a la Sean. It's carrots cooked, mushed up like mashed potatoes.
Does it say mushed?
It says.
I'm gonna keep Hermaeus Mora's bow, and when we get back into the gameplay, Sarah, you'll see why.
Mixed with electric mixer.
Okay.
With 2 tablespoons of spicy Italian dressing in it.
Yeah, that needs to go to him. So, you know, my grandmother has passed, and last year we had a really, really tough loss in the family. You know, my aunt, who, you know, did a lot to help raise me as a child. My life is, we're going to keep the Mayrune's razors actually and put the blades up. You know, she's like another parent. And so since then, you know, what ends up happening is when you have folks in your life like that pass, you know, you start getting things passed down. And for me, you know, I love finding things that maybe, and see, this was the problem. Our painless arrow is what we were wielding. I'm going to go ahead and put these up. I just don't want those in my inventory. But I love finding things from my grandmother with her handwriting, or my aunt. And so there's a big box just full of her effects that my dad brought up. And we're going through those now. It sounds like Mom and Jen are going through those now. And 150 swords. Oh, I think these are arrows that become... let's hang on to that. I want to see what that does. Anyways, they're going through that now and splitting it up. So, some really cool stuff. The Pale Blade, Rooflax, Troll's Bane, Voldenrung, Windshear, Wuthrad, which is fun. We'll keep Zephyr. We'll go ahead and wield the Orcish arrows. I like Carlia's bow too. We'll primarily wield the Hermaeus Mora's bow. Okay, so just have to go ahead and take care of some things here real quick. So Sarah, you know what? We'll go ahead and get back on this later, so that you can help me disseminate this. But until then, Dad out.